All right, I'm here with Marvin Brown, and he was a witness to the bomb hoax that was at the market. What was the name of the market where it happened?
Well, it was at the tower over there.
The Tower Mart.
Yeah,
okay.
The tower. This morning about 10 o'clock, my brother Jim Brown, he's on radio right now. I can't be here, but he asked me if I'm going to go check the mail. He wanted to go check the mail with me. So we checked the mail, went down to the tower, and bought some stuff. And apparently, what happened is he bought a 24-pack of Pepsi, and the lady over there said it's cheaper to buy a 12. So he put the 24-pack back and went and grabbed two small 12-packs. And he put it in the car, and we was coming home, and he wanted to stop at the red and white. And so I was sitting in the car because my back wasn't feeling too good. So anyway, as it turned out, when we got home, well, I'm not the culprit, but I mean, I was involved. And anyway, his daughter opened up the pack and took a Pepsi can out of the pack, and on the bottom of that was a battery, like a 2-inch square diameter battery, about
like a 9-volt.
It was just filled in the bottle where the the can set. This was on top of it. So apparently, it really wasn't that much, but I didn't pay any attention to it, and so when he came back, he told me that there's a battery in his in the Pepsi carton. And so I said, really? I was thinking he's talking about a small flashlight battery. This was a big, pretty big size battery. So anyway, he said, you want to see it? And he brought it over to me. And it was a battery, And so I looked at it, and it was taped up with, electrical tape. It was taped pretty good. I could see the wire on it, and the wire was taped also. And so I said, you shouldn't have bothered this, Jib. This is not good, because, I was in the military, so I kind of know what a bomb, Claymore mine bomb, like a C4, we called it, where you blow doors open with that, But anyway, so he says, oh, okay. Well, he brought it over, and I saw it, and I go, oh, no, Jim, you shouldn't have put your hands on it. They might have tested fingerprints and all that stuff. And he called the lady over there, and she said, well, I don't know if there's a battery in there. You probably put one in there, Mark accusing him more or less. But she didn't really know, she's just defending the store side of it, I guess. And then, so anyway, so he called me back up after he went home and took the battery back. I looked at it, he shouldn't have touched this. So he said, well, can you take me back over there? I'm going to take it back over there. And I said, so he comes walking over here with a 12-pack of Pepsi, And so then his daughter come running out of the house. She's the one opened up the package. She's the one took the can out and saw the battery. And actually, she picked up the battery. Look what's in it, And really, so my first thought was the C4. It was, you can call by telephone, and get a charge going to that. I mean, so, or it's frozen. It was in the frozen section of the tower. So therefore, if it cooled off, if it warmed up, it could create a reaction. But the more I thought about it, it's a Pepsi. And I don't know if you know, Pepsi will explode too. It's got acid in it. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. But anyway, so he was walking back over, and his daughter come running out of the house, and she said, Dad, the lady called over there. She called the bomb squad, and they don't want you to move it. They want you to get away from it and all that stuff. So he put it under my tree out there, that one tree out there, the purple tree. He put it under there, and we were going to leave it there, and I said, well, wait a minute, Jim, this is not a good place to get it because they'll kick me out of my house, So I said, let's put it across the street, right by that sign that says slow over there, right by this little kid sign, you know, for the kids playing. And so I said, put it in the shade. And so we put it there, and he said, they said they'll be right over. Well, about 10 minutes later, here come 3 or 4 cop cars, you know. And so I didn't think it was nothing. He was handling the battery, but I just didn't. I was more or less thinking ahead, like, yeah, you could pick those up, but if somebody died with, you know, if it is a bomb, and put a telephone number in it, and they could, it'll explode at any time they want it to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it turned out it wasn't that. But
so it wasn't anything that could have exploded, or it was just a fake
well,
something?
what it was actually, it was, according to the police, you know, they had a bomb squad coming from Napa, I guess. And so, you know, and so they saw the wires, like, apparently, and it was sitting right across the street from where, and they cleared all us out of here, and I had to leave. And so, you know, it's no big deal to me. I mean, because we really handled it, but, you know, we're away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like 4 of them, a couple of highway patrol, everybody showed up, you know. And so they looked at it. One of the Native American cops is, you know, here, you know, Lyle Thomas, we know him, he lives. We was telling him, well, you know, pick this up, you know, took it out of there. So it's actually safe in one way, but in another way, who knows what could happen, you know. Could have been a telephone, like I said, they're doing that now in Iraq, and I mean Afghanistan.
Sure. So did they ever say whether it was something that could have been detonated, or?
Well, what happened is after they got the people here and they did it, the guy came in and he cut the tape. It was fully taped. It was like, and you look at it, you know, oh, that's a bomb. You know, that's what I thought when I first saw it. But it was fully taped. Everything, you know, electrical tape, real shiny and all that. And then the wire, you could see the wires were even taped. And that was unusual. But anyway, they cut the tape to get the wire, see what it was connected to. And it wasn't connected to nothing. And then also, the battery was hooked up to the wrong side. It was hooked up to the negative and not the positive. And so, you know, and so after they did all that, and it actually nothing. So they laughed and they told us what happened. They're saying it happens all the time because the marijuana growers around here are putting bombs all over the place to distract the police, so that the police don't come up to their place and start cutting down trees or whatever.
Okay. Well, that's a great story. I mean, what an exciting afternoon.
Yeah. It only
they
took
cordoned off the road and everything with yellow tape, you know how the, you know, not to,
Yeah, the caution,
signs,
yeah. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess they would do that. Well, thank goodness it wasn't anything and nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
It must have been somebody's high school prank or something like that, huh?
It could have been, you know, like I said, it could have been bad. I mean, it looked really bad.
Yeah, it sounds like it looked very authentic.
Watching good movies, or, you know, whatever. Because when I saw it, that's the first thing I thought. You shouldn't have, that's just, you know,
Yeah, probably would have been good.
fingerprints of somebody, you know.
Exactly, to
But
leave
they
it
didn't
there.
even check, they just cut the wire and threw it away. It's dead, they said.
So they didn't even look for fingerprints or anything, huh?
No.
That's
They
interesting.
think they know who did it.
Huh.
They think that they, you know, marijuana growers, they said.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't make sense to me either.
Then
I
how are
think
they going to open the box?
The Pepsi box, exactly.
they get a closed bat too.
Yeah, that's like, I'm sorry, I don't go for that, but that's what the official story is, and I hope to get someone from the sheriff's department to say that to me directly too one of these days.